Welcome to today's Shaman Short. Great tips, inspiration, and ways to live a more authentic and shamanic life. Join Dakota Walker from Gaia Wisdom School as she treks across the globe, bringing you these bite-sized pieces of wisdom for you to deepen your path back home to your soul. And now, from somewhere in the world, here's Dakota.
Hey, it's Dakota here, and this is the Shaman Shorts, where I take a little bit of wisdom and distill it down into a bite-sized piece for you in a very short amount of time, hopefully. So I'm on this hike, and I just did a Shaman Short earlier about messages on being out in nature, and so I'm walking along this trail, and I keep seeing these lines in the sand. Let's see if I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me flip the camera around so you can see it. So I'm seeing these lines in the sand, and I think it's either a beetle or a slug that's creating them, but it's formed by some mucus. That's why it makes me think that it's a snail or a slug, and they're all along the path. Now, if I were to interpret that for myself, most people would just walk right past it. But interpreting it for myself, it's kind of like a message that if I want to go forward on my path, there are going to be times when I need to either let go of the things that are no longer serving me, or I may bump up against something that is going to try to trip me up or keep me stuck. You think of that slime kind of being sticky. And that there is a path beyond that, and I may continually kind of bump up against these things, but that ultimately I can get past them and I can carry forward. And so that's just one way, like I would interpret a message for myself. Now, a line in the sand drawn by a slug or a snail may mean something completely different to you, and I'd be curious down below, how would you interpret that message for your own life? So again, you take these messages that you're receiving, the things that you pay attention to, and anything that shows up 3 times or more is usually something that's really trying to get your attention. And so when you see these things or experience them, you want to be able to take that through your filter, through your lens, and interpret it in a way that it makes sense to you. And once you get that message, then you make room for the next message or for more clarity to come in. So I encourage you to get outside, take a walk, and pay attention to all those little signs that you're getting, and take your walk in silence. Try that, and really be in the landscape. A bird just passed me. When you're in the landscape, you become part of it, and by becoming part of it, you see so much more. You actually experience and just visually see so many different things. When I hike very, very slow. Some people don't like to hike with me because of that. And I hike very quietly because I am taking in as much as I can, because being in nature is one of the greatest ways that we can recalibrate and recharge. It's also the easiest way for spirit to speak to us, because it is a natural breeding ground for messages. And animals and trees, the elements, all of it are kind of conduits for spirit. Now, I just stopped here because I just found some fur. I don't know who it belongs to, but when you hike slow and you pay attention, you see even those little details that so often get missed. So anyway, get outside, find some messages, and see what Spirit's speaking to you. Bye, guys.
Loved this episode of the Shaman Shorts? Subscribe to Dakota's YouTube channel and be sure to leave a review. It's very much appreciated. Aho!